Throughout the history of Hyrule, Princess Zelda has played pivotal roles in the demise of Ganon. Her powers are necessary in order to seal Ganon away, alongside Link striking him down with the Master Sword. But almost every incarnation of Zelda has faced grave danger when the Demon King makes his inevitable return. Whether being encapsulated in crystal or holding his resurrection at bay for 100 years, the princess has been in many dire situations across the generations of Hyrule. But one of the most heinous acts committed to her happens in the climax of Twilight Princess. Ganondorf, using his corrupt powers, possesses the princess and turns her against Link, using her as some perverse puppet as a means to kill the hero of Twilight. In Twilight Princess, you defeat Puppet Zelda and Ganondorf is exorcised from her body, returning her back to a normal state. This dark magic Ganondorf used to possess the princess wasn't a one-time ability, however. In Breath of the Wild, Ganondorf's malice has seeped forth from deep beneath the surface of Hyrule. The Great Calamity saw malice spew across Hyrule like a volcanic eruption, and in the process, all of the Guardians and Divine Beasts were corrupted and became the forefront of Ganon's assault on the kingdom. Ganon's possession power crippled the main force that Hylians planned to use against him, instead turning them from all-powerful weapons to combat the hatred incarnate into nightmarish automatons that pillaged and destroyed the once prosperous kingdom. The four divine beasts built for the sole purpose to defeat Calamity Ganon had their champions slain and replaced with horrid Blight Ganons. The Blights, being extensions of Ganon himself, took upon the roles as new pilots of the divine beasts, creating this parasitic relationship that gave the Calamity Ganon and the Blights new abilities that reflected the power of the beasts they controlled. We've seen firsthand that Ganondorf in Breath of the Wild has no trouble using malice to corrupt and possess Guardians, but this possession magic could also be used instead to possess Princess Zelda. It is well known that Ganon's immense hatred for the princess and hero are what causes his resurrections. However, this time around, he has been held back while trying to resurrect. The princess, after finally awakening the power of the goddess, prevented Ganon from fully reviving. For those 100 years, Ganon fought and struggled with the princess to try to come back to life fully, to destroy the kingdom of Hyrule and reign as the world's new malevolent ruler. This constant power struggle between him and the princess would only serve as fuel to the fire that is Ganon's hatred. That is why Ganondorf in Breath of the Wild 2 would want to seek revenge against Zelda and Link. At the end of Breath of the Wild, Zelda states that it would make sense if her power had dwindled over the past 100 years. Zelda, in this weakened state, would be very easy for Ganondorf to possess. It's also interesting to point out the last time Zelda was possessed by Ganondorf back in Twilight Princess, that Zelda had given up her power to restore life back to Midna. In this teaser, we see a glimpse of Zelda near Ganondorf before he awakes. She is rightfully terrified at the sight of the mummified Gerudo King. His eyes beam open with dark, malicious intent before it cuts away to Hyrule Castle. Ganondorf in this scene could be on the verge of possessing the princess. Ganondorf, seeing Zelda's vulnerability, would take advantage of the situation and manipulate Zelda to his will. We saw before that Ganon used the powers of the divine beasts to strengthen himself and gain new abilities from them. Zelda, being the goddess's vessel and wielder of the Triforce of Wisdom, would not only give Ganondorf unfathomable new abilities and powers, but would also give him the power of 2/3 of the Triforce. Link would have an incredibly difficult time combating this Ganondorf. Link's devout pledge to protect the princess would render him near useless in a battle against another puppet Zelda, creating a situation where Link would struggle to choose to hurt the one he is sworn to protect or to let Ganondorf control Zelda and destroy Hyrule. This kind of interaction would certainly play into the idea of this being the darkest narrative in a Zelda game to date. Having the beloved princess flaunted and made a mockery of in front of Link while Ganon pulled the strings could create the possibility for a really dark and twisted plot point. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching my subpar shitty content. Subscribe if you would like to see more content on Breath of the Wild 2. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with your friends. Dislike it if you disliked it. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. That'll be Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one.